I lingered at the edge of the reception hall, glass in hand, watching her glide through the crowd as though nothing had ever broken. She laughed easily, brushed arms, played the part of the bride's charming cousin. And when she reached me, her husband, her partner of a decade, she smiled and spoke the words that still echo in my chest. This is just a friend. A friend. That single word cut sharper than steel. I didn't flinch, didn't blink. I smiled, because I had been waiting for this moment. She thought I was here on her family, to stand as a quiet shadow. What she never realized was the stage I had set, the trap I had built. We met 12 years ago. I was young, reckless, and naive enough to trust love without question. She was fire itself, ambition wrapped in allure. She said she wanted steadiness, a partner she could lean on. I believed her. I gave her a home, loyalty, years of my life, and parts of myself no one else ever touched. In return, she gave me whispers of another man. The signs came slowly. Late nights explained away with weak excuses. Laughter spilling from her phone that went silent when I entered the room. A fragrance on her skin that didn't belong to me. Truth never shouts. It murmurs. And when it murmured, I listened. I watched. I traced her steps. I gathered proof. Every work dinner. Every hotel bill buried in her purse. Every message she thought erased but lived in the cloud. By the time she confessed, when her lies collapsed under the weight of evidence, I felt no anger left. Rage burns out. What remained was cold focus, already planning. Divorce came quietly. Papers signed. Accounts split. Names erased from documents. Outwardly, it looked civil, clean. But I didn't fight. I didn't plead. That silence unnerved her more than fury ever could. What she never grasped was that I had already moved the board before she even touched a piece. While she played at love, I was shifting assets into my name, sealing doors she thought were open. In the end, she walked away thinking she chose love. In truth, she left me nothing worth keeping. And then came tonight, her cousin's wedding. A family gathering where she wanted to shine, the polished woman who had moved on. She sent the invitation, expecting me to decline. But I came, calm, sharp, carrying nothing but a glass of champagne and the truth. When she called me her friend, I nearly laughed. But I waited. Timing mattered. Later, as music softened and chatter stilled, I saw my chance. Surrounded by family, her mother at her side, I placed a hand lightly on her shoulder. I should introduce myself properly. I said, my voice steady. Faces turned toward me. Her mother leaned in. The room hushed. I'm her ex-husband. I said it quietly, but the silence afterward made it thunder. Her face drained of color. Her mother's glass slipped, shattering on the floor. And then came the words that split the night in two. You mean it's true? Her mother whispered, eyes burning into her daughter. All those rumors, all those calls I defended you through. You lied to me. She didn't look at me. She didn't ask me anything. She turned her fury on her own child. You told me he left you. You said he destroyed everything. And all this time it was you. The room erupted. Gasps, whispers, heads swiveling like witnesses at a trial. She tried to speak, to steady her breath, but her mother's hand slammed the table, rattling glasses. You shamed me, her mother hissed, in front of everyone. You dragged me into your lies, and still you brought him here, pretending. Her legs gave way. For the first time, I saw her small. Not fierce, not clever, just cornered. I didn't say another word. I didn't need to. Silence weighed heavier than any accusation. The truth wasn't mine to scream. It was hers to bear. I excused myself, set my glass down, buttoned my jacket, and walked through a sea of eyes no longer fixed on me, but on her. Outside, the night air was crisp, cutting, clean. I breathed deeply as muffled shouting spilled through the walls, her mother's voice slicing through the music. I didn't smile. I didn't gloat. I only stood there, letting the closure settle like dust. Revenge isn't noise. It isn't rage. It's patience, precision, letting truth do the heavy lifting. And tonight it finally did. I walked away alone, but never empty. She would live among the ruins of her lies. As for me, I carried only one certainty. I never lost her. She lost me,